Chantal, where are you piping in from? There we go. Good evening,
San
ladies.
Ramon.
I'm home. In what is that?
San Ramon.
San Ramon. I'm like, Snow Rome. Where's that? I want to go there. It's probably some real good at real estate there. Welcome, San Ramon. All right. Welcome, welcome, Chantal. What would you like to learn about tonight? When you were invited and they said, oh, come jingle and mingle. What came to mind? I'm just curious. Chantal or Angel?
I just wanted to see what it's all about. I love the products and any little hints that I can, that I can gain some beauty tips. As you can see, I'm pretty disheveled right now, but if I can get some little glamour tips or tricks, I certainly appreciate that.
Great, thank you. Well, that's what we're striving to do. Some little beauty hacks, beauty tips. And then, so we look like this, like you're saying, you look a little disheveled, but you got to go to that little cocktail party in about 20 minutes, right? So we're going to show you how to switch it up real quick, right? And so your face looks like, oh, I wake up like this all the time. I've been preparing for this party all day. So we're going to have fun for that. And please be sure to raise your hand or put in the chat if you have comments or questions, all right? Thank you so much for joining us, Chantal.
Thank you.
Hey, Angel, she's off mute and looking at us. Angel, you ready?
Yeah, I typed in that I'm coming in from Lathrop, California.
Lathrop. I guess she gets the long distance award, right? Yes. Lathrop. And what has the weather been like out there today?
We've had windy and cold.
Windy and cold, right?
Very windy and very cold.
Mm-hmm. And Angel, what are you looking forward to tonight? When you heard Jingle and Mingle, you're like, let me go see what that's happening.
Well, yeah, that's true. I always like, I use Mary Kay. Nina's my consultant. And so she's always trying to get me to try new products. I'm very, I like this. And then Nina goes, well, try this. I said, no, I like this. But so I'm more trying to see what she's going to talk me into.
Oh, well, no, we're just sharing, Angel. Now, if you want to get something, we'll let you. We're just sharing information, right? Sharing information. So our guest is having a little trouble getting in. So that's why you see me looking down and texting. It's an invalid meeting ID. Okay, 381-434-762. Okay, so that's right.
No, 761. 381-434-761.
That's for, okay. What about the consultants? What are you guys thinking about tonight? What are some things you like to learn about over the next few weeks as we do our Jingle and Mingle Wednesday night event? What are some things you're curious about, consultants? Go ahead and put it in the chat or unmute and share.
Tips, makeup tips. Eye color.
Eye color.
Anything with color.
Anything with color.
Anything with color, eye color.
So I will give you hope. I knew how to do no eye makeup when I started my Mary Kay business. I learned it all here with the directors training me, and eyeliner tips. And I started with, like I said, I didn't really know what to put together. So I started with these catalogs because they always put looks in here. So sort of my sister was the makeup diva, not me. I just knew how to do, I was worried about skincare, and I was worried about cover up, right? What she did, these gorgeous eye looks. So I started just practicing. So the first tip I've got for you is nobody's going to die if you put the colors on wrong, and they're really easy to blend together. Yay, she's here. So you can feel free to play with makeup, because you can always just wash it off if you don't like it, right?
Mhm.
So that's the first tip, is I started just playing with color. And I would love to let Gina introduce our guest, our featured guest speaker, because she's on now. Yay.
Yeah, it helps when you have the right digits, right?
Yes.
She was ready. Well, I'm so excited, and thank you for sharing things that you want to learn about, especially for the guests. Please, this is meant to be interactive. So, just unmute and ask questions or put it in the chat. We'll get to it. But I'm so excited that we were able to enroll this very special consultant in being our lead presenter today. Des Taylor is an amazing makeup artist and beauty consultant with Mary Kay. I won't take the thunder because I do want her to share a little mini version of her eye story, so you know a little bit about her journey. But today she's one of the more in demand, more popular consultants in our area, and is just really gifted with makeup application. So she's going to be sharing one of the featured holiday looks like we talked about. If you have a lookbook, consultants or guests, is on page 12. And this is our featured model. It's called Wonderstruck, and it just has some really beautiful colors, including eye color. You're going to learn about our metallic eyeliners. You're going to learn about our fabulous Panoramic mascara, boom, 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 and you're just going to have some fun. So without further ado, please let's welcome our presenter, Desiree Taylor. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Desiree.
Hello, ladies. I'm so honored to be here. So a little bit about myself. I started my Mary Kay journey when I was 18. I took a slight break when I had my son, and then re-signed up and been going ever since. And that's now been 21, 22 years or so. The reason why I started Mary Kay was just to help empower women. I know that's what everybody says, but that's truly the only reason why I really wanted to do it. I wanted to make women feel beautiful about themselves, no matter what. Put on a little lipstick, a little mascara, walk out the door. Just that simple. Or you can do the whole glam look, like what we're getting ready to do today. And I've already kind of started on one eye. But that's a little bit about myself. Oh, and I have my son is now 24. He'll be 25 in February, autistic son. So I got to stay home and take care of my son during my Mary Kay journey. And that's helped me provide for him as well. So that's just a little bit about myself. And so now we can get going on this glamour look. Okay, so what I did a little deviant from the book. I always prime my eyes with our primer, of course. And then I also put on our liquid eyeshadow as a base. Okay, so that's already done on both eyes. And I've already have my eyeliner on and everything. So now I'm going to go ahead and get started with our look. And the first shade, I lost my book, I believe is Stormy. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use my palette. My palette is just crazy with color because I'm such a glamour girl. So with the Stormy, you're just gonna pat that on the, just pat it. You don't need to rub it, just pat it. And then as you can see on this side, I went just on the brow bone. So I went from the corner to about almost to the center of the eye, and I just patted that on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that over here so that we can have matching eyes, and that's just on the outer brow bone right there. And that's our Stormy look eyeshadow, the Chroma Fusion. I love this. It is a metallic color. And then I'm going to take This next color is Starlight, and that's a blue. That's this color right here. And it also has a little shimmer. I think all three of our colors have shimmer in it tonight, and I love it. So again, we're gonna just pat that. Now, what I like to do, I do mine a little bit different. So I'm gonna go right in the corner right here. And I'm gonna pat that on just shy of, is right there in the socket. But I'm not gonna go all the way over. It's gonna look a little messy, but we'll clean that up in a little bit.
Good. Angel, you have your hand up. Do you have a question? Go ahead, unmute, or you can put it in the chat.
What is the first step? Like, do you do your eyebrows first? Do you do your lashes? What steps do you do first?
So my first step, I put the primer on my eyelid, and then I follow that up with the liquid eyeshadow, and this one is Light Beam that I'm using.
Mm-hmm.
And then normally what I do after I've put the primer and the liquid eyeshadow, I go ahead and line my top lid with our liquid liner.
Mm-hmm.
And then I start in with the eyeshadows, because then I'm gonna, after I put the eyeshadows on, then I go ahead and reline my lashes to give it a little bit more definition. And then I put my mascara on, and then I do my brows.
Okay.
So it doesn't, most of us do, the eye takes the longest, that has the most details. So I think most of us, you can raise your hand, do our eyes first. For instance, when I do my eye makeup, Alice, you can pipe in as well. I do my eyes first before I even put on my foundation and all of that, because that takes the longest. And then if there's any spill, then putting on my foundation or my concealer will catch it. So I usually start with the eyes. They usually take a little longer. And you could see that she's creating a work of art here. It looks a little messy, like she said, but what she's probably going to walk you through is how you clean it all up and bring it together. Then I go to my brows, and then I do my foundation. And then usually for most of us, the last thing we do is the lip color. Go ahead, Des.
So now I'm gonna go ahead and use the, this is, which one is this one? The Smoky Quartz.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna, so with the, I use all of our brushes, but I don't necessarily use the brushes for what they're meant for. So this is our cream brush, but because it has that point, I'm going to use this in the corner, in the inside corner of my eye, because it fits perfectly right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of our setting spray and spray that on there just to get it a little bit moist. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into this corner right here. And then I'm just going to pat that on in the corner.
What does the setting spray do for the color, Des?
It gives it a little bit of a pop, especially our metallic colors, and it helps with the staying power.
Mm-hmm. So it works together with your eye primer to extend the wear, but it also does give the pop. It intensifies the color. And you notice her technique, right? You notice everyone that she is stippling or gently tapping the product onto her eye area. Later on, you'll see her probably blending everything together, but as she's applying the color, you see that she's gently stippling. So if you want to impress your coworkers at work tomorrow, just talk about how you stippled your eyeshadow on. And that gives you a really rich application. Look at how beautifully that's coming together.
Okay. Now, because I forgot, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up underneath my eye. So I just have my a cotton round and I dip it in my powder a little bit. And just clean it up. Clean up that corner where I had a little bit of spill.
Guys are so intense. How's it looking to you so far? Chantal, you ready?
Oh, it looks
ready
really
to try it?
It looks really pretty. I don't tend to wear too much eyeshadow because I'm real, my lids are real heavy now. And so I feel like it actually, I don't feel like it accentuates. So I kind of go really light with just a very neutral color. Because I'm just real wrinkly in the eye. So I tend not to do a lot of shadows now.
Right. So that's
I need
really
an
a great,
real bad.
yeah, it's a great comment. So, you know, I also have a little bit of a hooded eye, but I noticed that you're wearing eyeglasses, right? Is that you wear glasses every day? Or is it just today?
I'm just to read up close
Okay.
view and read up close. Yeah, I don't wear glasses for anything else. Right.
So I think you know, there is colors and techniques and where to apply the color so that it actually enhances your eye. So it actually helps open up your eye. And so Des has what we call the exotic eye, everything. She has a lot of space on her lid and slightly lifted. But, you know, that's why she's the presenter and model tonight, right? But we can work together with you, with your consultant, to work with you on finding the right colors, not so neutral, but are actually going to bring out or give you some pop around your eye area. When we feel like we've had a lot of crepey area around our eyes, we're going to work with matte colors, right? But they don't necessarily have to be boring and neutral, but it's just a matter of placement, the right tools, and knowing what kind of colors work with you. So I'm going to encourage you to work with your consultant in finding a custom look for you. It's the holidays, girl. You don't want to be all like, oh, right? We're talking about going evening to glam. So, but just watch her technique. Yeah, just like how beautiful it looks already.
It looks really, really pretty.
Okay. Oh, I was about to. Okay. So
look how quickly she cleaned that up too.
Yes. And you dipped that cotton into, did you say a powder?
Yes, our silkening powder.
Oh, okay.
And then this is our brow pencil. So I use really light feathering motions across the brow. I don't draw on my brows. I just do really light feathering motions in the same direction as my hair. And then I take the spoolie brush, because sometimes I don't want it really dark. And I go ahead and just kind of brush it out just a little bit, just to soften it up. Like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go in with our cheek color. And that is in, oh, which color is golden copper. Now it's going to look a little bit heavy because of how I do my application. So I put my cheek, so I already have my foundation on the first layer. And then I go in with the powder on top to lighten it up. But I always want to get that color on there. So it looks like she has too much on, but trust me, it's all gonna come together. Here's our powder.
So as we're watching her work that cheek color, you notice she put it on high on her cheekbone, right? And she stopped just on the outside of her eye, where her eye ends. And now what she's doing, she's blending everything together. That's so important when we're doing makeup application. At first, she was just kind of putting everything all over, cleaned it up. Now she's blending everything nicely together. And using the right tools is really important as well.
You're blending
really
it with powder again, or what is it you're blending with?
Yes,
Okay.
with the same silkening powder, or you could use the translucent powder as well. I prefer my the silkening powder in the in my skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
So what the silkening powder is doing also is creating a little bit of a contouring as well. So you see the color pop on her cheeks, but as she's using the silkening powder, you notice she's bringing it along her jawline, Chantal.
Yeah.
Is that you see is giving her some depth and is giving a little contouring as well, just warming up her skin. Yes, you look great.
Lovely. Yes.
Do the
Making it
primer
look
for
so.
the, oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Do the primer for your eyes keep the eyeshadow on better?
Yes, it extends the wear of your eyeshadow for, I believe it's 12 hours, if not
Yes.
more. But see, then I also add the
Liquid.
which
For the
also,
pop.
yeah, for the pop. And I found that it lasts literally like 18 hours. My makeup.
Well, see, you have the perfect eyes too. I have like what do you call those? Where it's I don't have the like you have a lot of lid. Mine's is
I
hidden.
have hooded eyes, right?
I have
So
hooded,
I
yeah,
have hooded
hooded
eyes, right? And I do the same thing. If you look close, see, I have light in here. I use the liquid eye color as well. And out here is where I have it. So you create the contrast. I have hooded eyes, pretty common. Mary Kay herself had hooded eyes. So we have a little bit too much going on here. So we kind of create a crease. But you always put light in the inside, and then you can use the darker color, blue, brown, whichever, to kind of create a crease.
Oh, okay.
So once we learn our eye shape and practice, then like obviously she knows where around her face really good. She's going really quickly. But at first, when we start practicing technique, it's good to know where to place it, what kind of eye shape you have, so you know what to work with, and then practice, perfect practice, keep practicing, then you'll be like that.
Okay. Now I'm going to follow that up. So I just put I relined my eyes with the liquid eyeliner in black. Okay. And now I'm going to go in with our metallic silver. And I'm just going to place that a little bit above. So my mirror's over here. That's why I'm looking over to the side.
So you first put down the black liquid eyeliner, the waterproof liquid eyeliner, and then on top you're using our new limited edition metallic liquid liner.
Yes, just to give it a little bit of a pop right there.
And is that the silver?
Yes.
It's beautiful. So we have two colors. We have the silver, which is what Des is showing us. But we also have another fun color, and that is the, what color was that?
Copper.
Copper. Yeah. I just love how they even look. They look so pretty on your beauty counter. And then when you're holding it, right? So, wow, look at that transformation. Isn't that so pretty?
Mm-hmm.
Chantal, you can do this. We just have to practice where to place it on your eye, but by placing this beautiful silver that actually opens up your eye. But we'll keep the eyeshadow matte on your eyelid, and we'll just use the liquid eyeshadow to pop it and open it up a little bit. That's how it will be adjusted for you.
Yeah,
And
this
now
look
she's
is all shimmer shadow.
it's all
so.
shimmer, right?
Yes.
Northern Lights. That's the look for this season. It's
Right.
shimmer.
So now I'm just using our lash primer, which is going to help lengthen and extend the wear of our mascara. And I go in with 2 different mascaras. So I use, one of my favorite is the lengthening, the lash lift.
So here's a beauty hack for you. Listen, 2 different mascaras. First thing is the prime. You notice primer for your eyeshadow, primer for your foundation. She didn't talk about that because she kind of started prepping. And primer for your lashes. We also have a primer for your lip color, right? Because what a primer does, it extends the wear of the beauty of the color product, however you go. And the powder helps to set it, as does the finishing spray. So the beauty hack here is she first put on her lash primer. Then she's using the lash lengthening mascara. We have 5 different mascaras. Whatever ails your eyelashes, we got you covered in Mary Kay with 5 different ones. But the lash lengthening has a very long brush, so it's gonna build filament onto your lash. And now she's gonna go in with.
That's the lash lengthening brush.
Right.
That.
What do you like about that one, Des?
I like the length that it gives, and I like the curve of the brush, because then it also helps me get in, behind the lashes. And because I like to do front and back on my lashes.
What do you mean front and back? Top and bottom of your lash, or front and back?
So I call this part, so underneath would be the front part.
Yes.
Here, and then behind the lashes. So I take it and I curve it as the brush curves and bring it out. And it just extends the lashes just that much more. And now I'm gonna go in with the ultimate favorite, our Panoramic. And this has a different, it's more of an hourglass brush. And if you can see at the end right here, how it has those little bristles that's poking out, that helps get your lashes right there at the end and also in the corner.
Wow, that metallic eyeliner made such a huge difference, right? Would you guys agree? Just really added that touch of glam. What we love about our mascaras, they're all water resistant, right? We do have a waterproof formula, but all our mascaras are water resistant. Yeah, like she's admiring herself. Ophthalmologist tested, right? And they're buildable mascaras. So if you take your time and layer them like she's doing, you're gonna get some really beautiful, defined, long lashes. So you don't have to use falsies, right? You can just work with the mascara and the lash primer, and of course technique, like you're watching Des do tonight. So that's a nice beauty hack for you right there. You can mix your mascaras together to really get that panorama look. So far, so good, ladies? Yeah,
now we
good.
have the eyes, the cheeks, and now we just need our lips. And again, with the primer, I'm going to go ahead and put the lip primer on. And then I'm using our, it's our limited edition Matte and Shine. And this one is in cinnamon.
Ooh, cinnamon.
With this one, this is great because you can use this one by itself as a matte, or you can put the oil on and have a shine.
Just beautiful. So let's see some comments or questions in the chat. She's almost done. Chantal is like, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, gorgeous. Yes, yeah.
And then
So
this is
pretty.
the oil.
So you can wear it matte, as she's saying, or with the oil, which is going to give it that high, I'm ready for the club shine.
Yes.
Just beautiful. And the one thing I will tell you about this shine is you need very little, as with most of our products, just a little bit. When we first got them, Alice is laughing at me because I ended up with a big, long blob like that, because a lot comes out. So you just want to do a little tiny bit. Look at how gently she's holding the tube, and just a little bit to just give it that shine. You also notice she just put it on the bottom lip and then pressed her lips together because she's got that pout going on to go with those eyes. Isn't that a beautiful look?
And
ta-da! Yay! Beautiful, Des. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So she's got her silver linings. Oh, a color ribbon, ribbon of color just made such a difference. And I learned something because he put on the black liquid eyeliner first and then took that little silver ribbon, and that just made it really pop. Isn't that gorgeous? What do you guys like about it? What do you like about her look? Let's put some love in the chat here, ladies, everybody now. Or you can
I've never
unmute.
put mascara behind my lashes. That was something new I learned. I have never.
That was a great beauty hack, right? Yeah.
And I do
really
use that lengthening one. So that's perfect because I could see it's not a heavy mascara. So it'd be great behind it.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Okay. Chantal, you ready? You ready to do some eye color now?
Oh, I'm gonna definitely consider. I love the look on you. I mean, it's truly very, very pretty and very. It's just real festive for the holiday. Yeah, it elevates everything. Yeah.
Right.
And so you're.
Dress on.
Oh yes. Silver. I mean, all kinds of colors would go well with that. The black liner, you start with that, and then did you put the silver right on the same line? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So I just did it on the outer part, so the inner part is still black.
Okay. I've never been real lucky with liquid. I always feel like I make it too thick. So I tend to go with those, I guess you call them pencil eyeliners. Yeah. You know, I can smudge and kind of fix it all up, but the liquid I think is prettier.
The great thing with ours is that it's a felt tip.
Yeah.
So you probably won't have that same problem. I know a lot of times you might see one that has like a brush and you're dipping it in and it's a brush. That's kind of tricky if you're not used to it. That can be.
Does it like, do you twist it, or how does the application work?
No, it's just like a pen.
Oh, so you just press it and it comes out?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay.
One way to practice, Chantal, yeah, on the back of your hand, you can see like that's a little skinny line, or if you press it a little harder, it makes a bigger line.
Oh, yes. Okay.
It's just like there you go. And it gives you so much more control. So when I was learning to use liquid eyeliners with the brush, right, where it requires steady hand and lots of patience, one beauty hack that I was taught by Louise Casco, our resident ambassador, was you put down the pencil track first. So I heard you mention you use pencil. So it's totally okay to put the pencil down first, Chantal, and then you go back over with the liquid, and then it just tracks.
Oh, okay.
Tracks, right? So it's going to track to where you put down that
I
pencil
see.
first. And that's how I first began to practice with the liquid eyeliner before we had these super easy applicators. Now we have this felt tip applicator. And that's why I wanted her to show you on the back of the hand. And you got the concept. You could see a really fine line, which is probably more your comfort level. But you can also, as you come off the edge, make it thicker. The same thing with the metallic liquid eyeliner in silver. It's a felt tip application. Okay. But if you put your pencil down, your black or brown or whatever, then the liquid is gonna just kind of track to it and make it a lot easier, and it won't go all over the place.
And then it dries pretty quickly?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Is it hypoallergenic? Because I have a lot of allergy issues.
I haven't had any issues, and I was that hyperallergenic just like you. Growing up, I had to use, other things that wasn't Mary Kay at the time.
Right.
That was really sensitive for the skin. But then once I discovered Mary Kay, I haven't had any issues with any of the makeup as far as allergies.
Okay, good to know.
Good. So let's go over a few tips before we give our gosh, so stunning, and they're admiring your pearls. Yes, of course. So some tips for using our liquid eyeliner, because I know that was captured everybody's attention. You want to first shake the product well to get that even pigment, because you're working with metallic colors, so you want to make sure the color is even before each use. Then you can wear it alone, or you can use it together like she did with a black liquid eyeliner, right? Or pencil in your as well. Works really well. Then you're gonna apply it on the upper lash line. You notice that's kept it on the outside of her eye, most of the color, right? And you're gonna create that little wing. Look at how beautiful that looks. She's such a beautiful model, right? And really, you're gonna amp up that look. You saw her just with the black liquid eyeliner and the beautiful eye color, but when she put that silver on, it just really amped up that look, right? Glamourlicious, right? Let's give her some heart, some love, hand clap, yay, for her beautiful application and beauty hacks, right? And we're gonna go ahead and put the products that she used, because she was just putting on her makeup in her bathroom. We kept interrupting her like, what's that, right? You can see she just—
I'm so sorry, ladies.
thing, right? And then, the other thing I want to point out before I bring my girl Alice on is that pretty dramatic eyes. Wouldn't you agree with the silver and the liquid, right? The color. So she chose cinnamon, which is a little bit more muted lip color than the one that Alice is going to share, because you don't want big lips and big eyes. So you want to kind of soften that look. Jamila, what's your question? Or are you saying, yes, I like it? She's saying, yes, I like it. Okay, good. Very good. Hey, anything else you want to share with us, Ms. Des? What a beautiful demonstration. Just gorgeous.
Thank you. I would say play with color. Get out of your comfort zone and explore with color. Alice was saying earlier, the worst thing, you don't like it, wash it off. It's just that simple. Take it off and start all over again.
Right.
Browns were my go-to. Now I'm all over the place. Pinks, blues, greens. I want it all.
Every day is a fun day.
Yes.
So in the chat, Angel is asking, you mentioned a finishing spray. What is that?
The finishing spray is it's hairspray for your face. So this is going to set your makeup. So it's going to give you that extra lasting power. So it's not going to go anywhere. You won't have to do a whole lot of retouching.
But it doesn't feel like hairspray. It feels like hydration.
It's not sticky at all.
Water. Yeah.
It's
very fine mist water. And it just helps to set it. Actually, my hack that I learned was that before I put on all of my color, when I have my foundation on and my primers on, I take a couple of sprays of the finishing spray. Then I go ahead and put on the rest of my color. And then once I'm all done with the powder, another layer. That really helps keep everything fresh and in place for, 12, 14 hours, right? We don't have time to be checking our face every 5 minutes, so we don't have to worry about that. When you do the proper application, the proper prepping, she used primers on her eyes, on her face, on her lips, right? And then the techniques, and then to set everything, powder and finishing spray. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Desi. Please hang out. We might have some other questions for you. Okay, so now we're going to talk about, all right, so you've been at the office and running around all day, but your husband said, hey, meet me at the fancy hotel for cocktails and dancing. So, that's my girl, Alice. That's her life right there. She's a busy mom during the day, taking care of her son, Nico, but then she might have a chance to go out, or maybe she'll just go out to the club with the girls. I don't know. But she's going to take her daytime look and show you with a few additional products how to go from daytime to an evening shimmer, hot, sexy look. Who wants more of that? I'm raising both my hands. Chantel, you better be raising your hand. Nina, let's see your hands. Okay, good. All right. So go ahead, Alice.
Okay. So oh, you can't hear me, can you? Okay.
We can hear you. You're good. You're on.
Okay, my computer was wigging out for a second. I was like, what's happening? All right, so I have just a regular daytime look for me on, and I just added my earrings because now I'm getting ready to go out, right? Like she said. What is this note across my screen? All right.
And what do you have on your eyes already?
So what I have on my eyes already is I used our pink palette. See, you can tell which ones are my favorite. It's from the Cool Pinks. And this was just one catalog ago. So I have over here, I have this bright pink color and I have this dark plummy color. And then another thing I like to do, you know how Des put that really pretty, here I have it right behind my computer here, that really pretty smoky quartz on the inner eye. I used our Canary Diamond on my inner corner. But this has kind of been my look all day. So it softened the pinks, kind of blended everything together. And I'm just wearing our pink pH lip balm, but this isn't really evening worthy, right? This is just a good daytime look. So I'm going to dress it up for you. So she used the metallic liner. And so I'm going to use our copper to add to mine. Okay, so you'll see silver and copper tonight. And then I'm just going to darken my eye color a little bit. Where am I?
You're fine. We can see you.
You can see me, but I couldn't see any of you. I think I hit the little mouse pad so I have regular pencil eyeliner, so nothing fancy, just pencil liner that I smudged a little. I'm wearing my Love Lash mascara. So again, just a typical day look. All right. So I'm going to take my crease brush and just add a little bit of that darkest color. And same kind of stipple tapping motion, because that is going to place, see how much darker the color is when you do that versus when you're doing a sweeping motion, it will soften. When you're tapping, it will place it there. So all I'm going to do is darken the corner a little bit on each side. And I do have deep set eyes, right? So that means my brow bone is more forward. And so if I put my hand in front of my eye here, I'm not touching my eye, but I can touch my brow bone. So that means my eyes are deep set. They're back in my head. Okay. So I want to bring out my eyes. So I want to create more depth. So I'm just going to put that right in the crease there. And I'm only going a little bit beyond halfway. And I'm tapping, because when you start rubbing, so I was told this a long time ago, maybe Danton. He said, Mary Kay makeup is super friendly for the everyday woman. So if you ever feel like, oh my gosh, it's too dark, all you have to do is take your blending brush and start blending, and it will blend right off. So if you ever think that you put it too dark, your brush is going to go ahead and soften it if you just do this sweeping motion versus the tapping motion, okay? And I'm going to add a little bit of that brightness in the center here. So this is the same color that I had on earlier, but because I'm tapping, it's looking so much brighter. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
And our chroma fusion is so great because there's really little to no fallout. You see, I don't really have a big mess going on, and Des didn't have much that fell either. It's just probably like the corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'm going to go back. I really like the canary diamond on the inner corner. And I love this brush. This used to be a two-way brush, but half of it broke. But you know, we have our Mary Kay brushes that we've had forever. This is one of those. So I'm going to put that on the inside corner. I might have to open a liquid one though. I like that point you pointed out, Des. Okay.
So just layering more product from when she had for the daytime look, just going right over that. She likely too, because I know Alice already had her primers on, right? And so now she can just go over and just by tapping a little bit more color, you see it's deepening that. Des also shared the beauty hack that you can dampen your applicator, your brush, with the setting spray to intensify the color.
And I always keep one of my little sponges just to kind of always, so whenever I clean the side here, I always lift up, right? We want our eyes to lift up, not come down. So I always have one of my little Mary Kay compact sponges handy to do that. And then now the copper that I was talking about. So I'm going to do the same thing. So I already have the black on. I'm going to do a little extra. Where'd it go? Here it is. A little extra of my liquid black, but I'm going to teach you. Okay, so if you didn't know how to do liquid and you're like, I don't know how to wing like Des, I don't have that shape eye. This is how I learned to, this is how I don't have to do this anymore, but this is how I learned how to do it. You get a piece of Scotch tape and put it right there by your eye. And then you're going to go ahead and take the pen. Is so easy. I just do little short strokes. If you want to create a wing, you can just go along this tape. Because when I peel the tape off, it's going to be straight. I think I just pulled my hair forward though, so you can't see. There you go. Okay, so I just would go over it with my black liner and then take my copper because I want that color to be what is like the accent. So I was told this is tinsel for your eyes, and that truly is what it looks like to me. And I'm going to do the same thing Des did. I'm just going to do the outer.
So pretty. Tinsel for your eye is right. It's all about the shimmer and glitter.
Okay, so I'll do the same thing on the other side.
And you're just keeping it on the outside of your eye, right?
Yeah, it's just on the outside.
So pretty.
So my family is not good with steady hands. And I have to say, this is the one black liquid eyeliner that you can do little short strokes. And you can do it because it's like a pen. The brush thing I never could do. So you too can do this.
I like the beauty hack of putting the tape right here.
The tape just like makes it so that so that's how I learned. And then eventually I got comfortable enough. I didn't always need the tape, but I remember just saying, I can't do that.
Yes, you have to put the colors on. You can't judge a color by its book, right? So you have to look at it, and a good way is put it on the back of your hand to see how it's going to look against your skin. and you can see whether it's going to be too bright, too dark. You can see if the line is thin or if you want to make it a little thinner, right? So this is a great palette to work with when you're doing makeup application. Couple of reasons. One is you can see what the color is going to look like on your skin tone. But the other tip why you want to use this area right here is when you put it against your skin tone, it actually warms the product up. So then when it goes onto your face, it goes on nice and flawlessly.
So then I just would darken up my cheek color. I already had some on, but it was, you know, pretty spent from the day. I do have all my primers on, but you know, it's been several hours since I did my makeup. So I would go over my cheek. I'm using Rosy Nude, which is a very neutral color. But remember, I used this Canary Diamond in my eyes. I'm also going to put that. It's like backwards on the screen.
Why do you keep smiling at us, Alice?
So I'm smiling to lift my cheekbone. And I use the tip. So this cheek brush, I love this brush. So it has a little
angled.
It's angled. It has a little divot so you can hold your brush just so. But then when I want to do the highlighter, I'm using the upper half and I'm smiling so that I can get it across the top of my cheekbone there. So it's really where, like, when you smile, the sun is going to hit that top part. That's where you want the highlighter to go. So I'm just taking a little bit of that and adding to the top there. You can also do like in a V around your eye. Okay, that's where you can put highlighter. And then you would want to use powder to contour, just like Des did earlier, if you're going to, you know, go all under here. Sometimes I'll take the inside part where I have the cheek color and I'll hit right here and down the center, not the highlighter side, the inside, the shorter,
the color side.
The color side. And then also in my palette, I have, it's a mess, excuse that, but I have my my Rosy Nude, and then I have my highlighter, my normal highlighter, which is the glazed, right above it. So if I put the brush right here, the bottom hits the cheek color and the top part hits the highlighter. So if I'm in a hurry, that's how it is in my palette.
So there's a little idea. Where do you place your colors in your compact? So when you're working really quickly, like she just did, there's a little beauty hack for you. She's able to grab 2 colors at one time and then apply them. So don't put, you know,
don't put your midnight
charcoal. unless you're like, you know, unless you're darker pigmentation, you might be able to get away with it if you're melanin rich, sister. Okay. All right. That's opening up already. And so now you're going to finish up with.
Now I'm going to do my lips. So I already have lip primer on because I have some lip balm from earlier that's over that. So I'm just going to add my lip liner, which I didn't wear earlier because I was just wearing lip balm, right? And I'm using medium nude. And I kind of color on my lips a little bit. So I outline and color in. And again, short feathery strokes. But if you color in your lips a little bit, then it just really grabs the lip color. And I'm showing the rose. So it's the matte color that has it's the matte shine set. Same, Des had on the cinnamon, and I'm using rose.
Using rose pink. That is like the hot trend right now in makeup. That beautiful red pink color. And just by, maybe you don't have time to do your eyes, right? Because you're going to be wearing your great shades at the club. I don't know. But just by putting on a little bit of pop of color, just really brightens your face and gives you the illusion like, oh, I'm ready to go into the evening. Isn't that pretty? Look at that.
So that's just the matte, and I can add the shine over it if I want it glossy. But what I love about these colors is, especially right now, going back out in public, they're matte. So once they're dry, they're not going anywhere. And so I can put my mask on and off and they're not on the mask, you know? So, so I do tend to wear the matte a lot lately. For a Zoom though, I could add the shine and they can really see, or if I know I'm going to be out and I'm, you know, like when you're in a restaurant, you can take your mask off, right? So I can add the shine real quick then. But I love the matte because it's full of color. And I don't typically wear pink lipstick, but this pink, I've gotten so many compliments on. It's like the perfect shade for everyone. I've not seen somebody that it didn't look good on.
Very good. So pretty.
How fast did I do that? I tried to do that super fast so you could see I'm ready to go. And it took me what, 10 minutes?
Yes, because sometimes you're doing it in the car in between lights, right? Getting ready, getting to the restaurant, getting to the club. I know Alice is not a club girl. I keep saying that, but you know, that's not true.
I was a club girl before.
I'm trying to clean it up for you, Alice. Okay. So isn't that beautiful? What do you guys like? Okay. What do you guys like about what she just did? Quick, right? Number one, right? What are you guys thinking about that rose?
Love it.
Pink.
Love it.
It does really great. Okay. So we're going to go over a little bit over time, but hey, I'm just going to show. Alice wanted me to show with a little bit more melanin, you know, with a better tan, a different skin tone, however you want to put it. So I just have right now, I did really soft eyes. I just kind of freshened up. And then I like to, because of wearing the mask, right? I like to fill in with lip color, lip liner first. Of course, I already have my primer on. And then I take, in this case, I use our limited edition pink rose lip liner, mechanical. And I just start here and I make an X like this. And then I just follow my natural lip line. It's hard to talk and do this at the same time, but I'm just staying inside. I have a natural dark lip, so I try to cover it up because I want it all to be one color. And then I go to the bottom and start from the outside in, and the outside in here. Now watch me, I'm filling it in. Just kind of filling it in. So I have a stain. So even if the lip gloss or the matte wears off, I still have a stain when the mask comes off. Or because I'm drinking the champagne, right? I'm still gonna have, and she liked that, Chantel. I'm still gonna have a stain, right? You don't wanna have like this line and like they're so distracted because all they see is, you know, this line. So filling in with your lip liner color, and I just chose the pink, but you can do a neutral, you can do anything, but fill in the color so you always have a little color on your lips. Now I'm going to go in with the same color, and that looks pretty good itself, right? But you know, I'm going to the club with Alice. She's not going to the club without me, okay? And so I'm going to go in with the same color as Alice. And what I love about these is that they're liquid, they're super smooth. And this little sponge tip, see how it's pointy? Do you guys see that?
Yep.
So I start at the bottom part. For most of us, the bottom lip is the fuller of the two. So I start right here in the middle. And then press together. Then go into the top with the pointy end. Because I have fuller lips, I can use a whole tube.
But all have beautiful lips.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nice.
So, and I'm wearing a red sweater. I wore it on purpose to show you that this is supposed to be a rose, but look at how beautiful it looks, even with the red, because it's a pink red, right? And I really suggest your lip primer first, then filling in your lips with a lip liner, whatever color, but fill it all in is going to give you more wear. And then you're going to just go in, start at the bottom, press, and then you're done because, you know, you're at the red light. And now the guy just pulled up to open up your door and it's like, ooh, 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 okay, all right, I'm ready, right? So that's what we have for you guys, right?
Beautiful,
How to take it from day to evening, how to be a total glamour person with the eyes. Beautiful job, Des. And then, hey, I just want to look cute. Let me just at least touch up my lipstick. And the other thing I would do is just get the powder, right? Because I do have combination skin. I would just get a little bit of the powder. I cheated. I put it on my brush and I go here in the middle of my face only. I learned this also from Luis Casco. All of here is still glowing, but just in here where I would have the breakout shine, I put a little bit of color to pull it all together. And that's it. I didn't even do any blush. I didn't do my eyes. I just applied a little bit of lip color to give it that fresh look. And because I'm going to the club with Alice, she's not leaving me at home. I'm going to be at the club with her, hanging with her. Did you guys have fun?
Yes, that was great.
Great. I'm so glad, Chantal, that you followed along. You're such a good sport. Now for the consultants, go ahead. Tell me what you liked. What was your favorite beauty hack? Because we threw in a bunch of them. And let's just see who's burning up the chat. Nina, I'm going to call you out first, girl. Let's hear from you. She's putting
I
in
like
the chat.
the wing liner, the wing liner.
How to do the wing, right?
That's what everybody says. They want to do that and they're afraid. Scotch tape is your best friend.
If you came to my bathroom, you will find a few pieces of evidence that I've practiced that way. Great. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Something that you learned from Des or from Alice. Let's share.
Me.
Yes, go ahead.
I think I want to try doing the liquid liner. I've always wanted to try it, and since that's a felt tip, I think I will, because I've always been afraid of that brush. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And then when you guys put the holiday, you know, the tinsel on, I was like, oh my goodness, that was easy. So yeah, I'm gonna try something.
Great. I'm going to challenge you, all the consultants, and even Chantal. I'm going to challenge you guys to play with some of the colors now that you have some of these tips and techniques. Do it.
Yeah.
When I got really good at my makeup is at night, when I'm not rushing or anything at night, when I'm relaxed, and I would practice and I would wash my face. So I'm going to challenge you that tonight or tomorrow, try something new. Share it with us. Post it in the group or text it to your consultant or send it to Alice and I. And say, this is new, right? That I learned from hanging out with the Jingle and Mingle with you all last night. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Who else wants to comment or share?
Gina, what was the color of the lip liner, the outline?
Pink. It was our limited edition rose, pink rose.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But we have
I like that idea of outlining, lightly fill in, and then go on top with your lipstick.
Yes, because even though we're wearing masks, I don't know about you guys, but I feel different when I have lipstick on versus when I don't. And then sometimes you want to take the mask off and you don't want to be like, you know, like, right? So I always put lip liner on and then the color on top. I love glosses, so I think that's when it started, because glosses don't wear as well as lipsticks. But line your lips, create that stain, and then put your color on top. If you don't want it, I just use pink because it was a pink rose, but you can use one of the neutral colors and then put whatever color you want on top. But I just wanted to show you guys with red what a beautiful rose pink is. It's perfect for the holiday. This is the tinsel for the lips, in my opinion. Okay. Hey, anything else, ladies, that you loved or learned tonight? It was good. Was it worth keeping you up, Chantal? You ready?
I enjoyed that. Thank you, ladies. You all look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay.
Yes, thank
you. All right.
You.
Thank you. So let's go ahead and look in the chat. Alice, help me look in the chat here. We had quite a bit of activity going on. So the challenge was for the consultants. Anybody who had 3 or more guests, they would win a little prize from us, right? And so we had, did anybody have more than 1 guest on, or 2 or 3?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the challenge for next time.
Oh yeah, we're just getting started. Yeah. Do you guys like this format?
Yes.
The
yes,
demo? Yes, thank you.
yes.
The demo where you can see us working and watching the transformation. And let's just thank our guest, Des. I think she's signed off. It was
No, I'm
great to
still
have
here.
her.
She's
I
here.
want to
We're
thank
still
her
here.
because thank you, Des. You guys, the backstory is we had another presenter lined up, but then that presenter got sick. And so at 20 minutes before this call, I reached out to Des and asked, would you be willing to get
Wow.
on and do the glamour? And she goes, yes, absolutely. What look do you want me to do? Okay, would you guys have not known that she was like a last minute ad? She did
No.
such a beautiful job.
Yeah.
So thank you, Des. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Makeup artist extraordinary, made it look so easy. And I'm gonna have to try that look now. I don't know, I'll say it. I was a little intimidated by the blue, but now I see Des doing it, so I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna post my picture around. So watch out tomorrow.
I'm gonna look
wearing
for
my
it.
look. She's like, I'm calling you out on it. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, guest. Where's my other guest? Is Chantal, such a good sport. And let's see, is Angel. Any comments? You got the primers down, girl. She goes like, what is on? I like when she like, what are you doing? So what did you like, Angel?
I really do. I'm going to try because I really have terrible hooded eyes, and so I'm really going to try the taking it up higher and
Yes.
seeing how that works, playing with the eye.
Yeah, you know, hooded eye is a very common shape eye, but you can work with it. I mean, people don't even realize that I have a hooded lid until they see me without any eyeshadow on. And they go, wow, you got a hooded lid, right? And Mary Kay herself, I think I mentioned, she had a hooded lid. So it's just technique, knowing where to place it and practicing, of course. All right. So ladies, thank you so much for joining. Hey, Alice, what do the guests get for joining us tonight? I forgot to ask you about that part. What do our guests get in for joining and playing along with us and staying up with us?
Well, they get, well, first I was looking for our chatty Kathy. So I was like, who's our chattiest Kathy in the chat? So while you look for that,
yes,
then I will tell the guests, and they get to when they place their next order with their consultant, they are getting a free eyeshadow. So of their choice, they can pick the color. So because we did eyes tonight, I thought it was only appropriate that they get a free eyeshadow of their choice with any size order from their consultant.
Awesome.
Okay. Wow.
Did you figure out who the chatty Kathy
eye
is?
colors for Chantal? We're gonna hook up those hooded eyes. We're gonna make her look like that. Okay. All right. That'll be fun, right?
Yep.
I don't do hair though, girls. So you're on your own for that. Okay. So it looks like for the consultants, it was definitely well, it was a tie between Jamila and Jamel, the J girls, right? That were in there commenting and asking questions. And then for our guests, it was definitely Chantal in there.
All right, so Chantal,
it was
I
a
have
close.
a
It was a close between the both of them. But Chantal was in there asking questions and learning lots of tips. So thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Happy
We'll see you
holidays.
next Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll see you next Wednesday. Well, we'll have another fabulous presenter. You guys let us know, Alice or I would really love eyebrows. I would really learn contouring. I really learn, right? And we'll go ahead and demo it for you, right?
And you're
Okay,
recording
ladies.
these sessions, so if I miss, I won't be able to attend. Then I just reach out to my consultant to get the playback.
Yes, absolutely. We're recording them so that we also know we can remember what we did from week to week, because in 3 weeks we won't remember. So they are recorded so that you can watch them later. Just reach out to your consultant and she'll get it to you. All right.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much, ladies. Thanks for joining, and we'll
Thank
catch you
you.
next week. Invite a
right.
friend if you like this, and have a great evening.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you.